At exactly 4 a.m., someone started pounding on my door like the house was on fire. When I looked outside, it wasn't an emergency, it was Karen. And behind her? Police lights. She had actually called 911 over my Jeep. And that wasn't even the craziest part. I live in a quiet HOA neighborhood where everything looks perfect on the surface. But if you've ever lived under an HOA, you know there's always someone watching. In our case? Karen. She wasn't just part of the HOA, she controlled it. Or at least, she thought she did. Always writing notices. Always enforcing rules no one else cared about. And me? I stayed out of it. Work. Home. Repeat. That night, I parked my Jeep in my driveway like always and went to sleep. Nothing unusual. Nothing dramatic. But looking back now, that Jeep was about to start a chain reaction that would flip the entire neighborhood upside down. The pounding didn't stop. Open the door right now. I checked the window. Karen. Dressed like it was a red carpet event at 4 a.m. 2 guests behind her. And a police car. That's when my brain stalled. Why would anyone call 911 for a driveway? I opened the door slightly. Move your Jeep, she snapped. My guests need parking. I actually laughed. Big mistake. Her face turned serious. I've already reported this. You're violating HOA emergency hospitality rules. I froze for a second. Because something about the way she said it. It sounded rehearsed. Like she'd done something like this before. And that raised one question in my head. How far was she actually willing to go, just to win this? The officer stepped out slowly, already looking exhausted. Is that your Jeep? Yeah. He nodded. Karen jumped in immediately, throwing HOA terms around like legal threats. But the officer shut it down fast. This is private property. Silence. Karen's expression changed instantly. Not embarrassment. Not anger. Something colder. Controlled. Calculated. This isn't over, she said quietly. And then she left. Neighbors were watching. Phones recording. Everything should have ended right there. But as I closed the door, one thought wouldn't leave my head. If she was willing to call 911 over this, what was she going to do next? By morning, the story had spread everywhere. By evening? Emergency HOA meeting. Karen stood in front like she was presenting a case in court. This individual is disrupting the community. I let her talk. Because I came prepared. When it was my turn, I opened the HOA binder. Private driveways are not shared property. Clear. Simple. Final. But then something unexpected happened. A neighbor stood up. She did the same thing to me. Then another. And me. The room shifted. Suddenly, Karen wasn't the authority anymore. She was the problem. The board ruled in my favor. Case closed. But Karen didn't argue. Didn't defend herself. She just stood there, silent. Watching. And that's when I realized something. She wasn't losing control, she was planning her next move. The notices started the next morning. One. Then another. Then another. None of them real violations. Just pressure. Annoyance. Control. So I installed cameras. Every angle covered. And the first night? I caught her. 2:13 a.m. Standing near my driveway. Flashlight in hand. Scanning the ground. Edges. Corners. Tires. Like she was looking for something. Or maybe trying to create something. I replayed the footage again and again. Because one question wouldn't leave my mind. Was she trying to frame me or set me up for something bigger? A few days later, Karen threw a party. Big one. Expensive cars. Loud music. Important guests. And then I saw it. She was directing cars toward my driveway again. But this time, I was ready. Steel posts. Installed legally. Cameras rolling. First car tried to enter, blocked. Second car, same. Within minutes, traffic jam. Guests confused. Frustrated. Karen stormed over. Remove those right now. I didn't move. Didn't speak. Because I wanted to see something. How far would she go when she couldn't control the situation anymore? Everything spiraled fast. Cars stuck. Guests arguing. Tow trucks showing up. People recording. And then the truth started coming out. Guests realized she had promised them parking she didn't have. Neighbors started laughing. Not quietly. Openly. And just like that, the illusion broke. Karen lost control. Completely. Then she slipped, stepping off the curb. Not badly, but enough. Enough to shift the energy. Because now, no one feared her. And in that moment, one major loop closed. White right pointing backhand index. She wasn't powerful, she just relied on people staying quiet. Then came the lawsuit. Her last move. Or at least, she thought it was. But in court? Everything came out. The footage. The notices. The 4 a.m. 911 call. And that's when it hit her. That call? Wasn't power. It was evidence. Case dismissed. Warning issued. And just like that, white right pointing backhand index, the same system she tried to control, turned against her. Weeks later, she was gone. No speech. No drama. Just gone. The neighborhood changed instantly. People relaxed. Talked more. Laughed more. And me? I still park my Jeep in the same spot. Every single day. Because now I understand something I didn't before. White right pointing backhand index, that Jeep was never the real issue, it was control. Loop 2 closed. And once someone loses control, everything else follows. So tell me, if someone tried to push you like that, would you give in? Or would you stand your ground?